chase. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play here. 3rd and 2. To throw is Allen. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute, as the kick's away here. Ooh, with a juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st down, Broncos.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10. Nix to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nowadays, you have to be an all-around running back to stick in the NFL, and that's exactly what this guy is. He is such a weapon in the receiving game, and we saw it again there. He's got soft hands, and then we know how dangerous he is when the ball is in his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's second and 10. Henry up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5. This will be caught just inside the 10. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. is going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 22.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First throw of overtime for Allen. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Throwing is Allen. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Allen. That ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now a big decision looming. Go for 1 in the tie or 2 in the win. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short.
And now hold everything. This one perhaps not over yet. The officials will take a look at this just to be certain. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the
Allen.
2-point conversion.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Broncos 22.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In motion left goes Sutton. Here's Nix. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Nix. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. There's just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
To throw, here's Nix. Outright to Smith-Njigba. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Harvey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football. Touchdown, Broncos. Trey McBride from 3 yards out. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Lutz now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Shipley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for 1 more play. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver's offense now set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
In motion goes the tight end. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Dances by him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
1 yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it again with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's got it. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Wants to try to hand the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Lutz
now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Allen. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for two.
The Eagles.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Broncos 14, Eagles 8.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Next to the air. And that one to the right side and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Looking to put a drive together. Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. To throw is Allen. To Barkley on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Allen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Here now, 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
On the play. First down, Denver.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Elliott now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing Nix. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really